welcome to tonight's session. Basically, this entire session is about digital entrepreneurship. Now, why we talk about digital entrepreneurship? Because everyone wants to have a plan B. Do you have a plan B? Now, why do we need to have a plan B? This is very important. Today, whatever business that we are in, whatever jobs that we are in, it is actually what we call a plan A. Now, let me zoom in and show you. Basically, at this point in time in life, now, whatever you are making, let's assume you are making 3,500 Sing dollar or US dollar, depending on which country you are at. So once from here, you move on, 5 years down the road, ask yourself this question. In the future, would you be able to hit the $6,000? If you can see a $6,000 income from the current job or current plan A that you are doing, fine. Now, the key question will be, what if something were to happen halfway through here? Because with COVID-19, with the Omicron, with the virus, everyone more or less know that there is a lot of uncertainty. Okay, there's a lot of uncertainty because the virus may change direction anytime, and then businesses open and close anytime. Some are cutting pay. So whatever performance that you are performing may not be the same anymore. The evaluation will be different because now you're working from home. All right. So the key is, when something were to happen, what do you do? Do you have a plan B? If you don't have a plan B, then your security will be affected because you are the one providing bread and butter. You're providing security for your family and your loved ones. So if the plan A were to have something happen, then plan B, it is inevitable because it affects your security. So having said this, understanding this, why we are doing what we are doing now for today's session is because now, if today there's a chance for you to kickstart your plan B with only $236, it's a one-time setup cost, all right? To kickstart your plan B, and from here, you move in the future, you build this up, same, you put in 5 years, at the end, you generate $6,000, equivalent to your plan A. Now, the key question here is, at the end of 5 years with the plan B, now you have an increase up to a total income of $12,000. Will this be something very good for you in terms of sense of security without affecting whatever that you are doing on plan A? So there are many people who ask, okay, assuming this plan B I kickstart, what happens if I can't make it? Let's say maybe 2 years later, I couldn't make it. I don't know how to go about doing it. And then somehow or other, it did not succeed to reach $6,000. Fine. 2 years later, if it doesn't work out the way you plan it, you still fall back to your original plan A, and then you still get your $6,000 income. The key is, while you are being employed by somebody else with a security job, at least you give yourself a chance to go into an air squadron as a self-employed to start building a business, a supplementary income for yourself as a plan B, as a cushion. The best scenario, you get double the income. Worst scenario, it doesn't affect you because you fall back onto the same plan A track. All right. Now, understanding this, let's move on to the next one. To build a plan B, what do you need to do? First of all, we must know what is happening in our society. Understanding what is going on is very important. At this point in time, look around us in the whole society. We all know there are people that's making $2,000 to $5,000, and there are people making $10,000, and there are people making $100,000, and there are people making $1 million. Now, take a closer look and you will observe, and you can see there's actually a gap in between them. Okay, between the 100,000 to $1 million is even a bigger gap. So what is this gap actually? What we have done is, if you take a zoom in microscopic look, is very simple, two basic fundamental. That means the difference between the 2,005 to 5,000 and a $10,000 income. First one is the mindset. The way they think is very different. And the second one is what we call skill set. That means the $2,000 to $5,000 and the 10,000 and the 100,000 and the $1 million, their mindset, the way they think, and the ability to do things, the ability to solve problems, the skill set are very different. So when we always ask people who wants to become a millionaire, who wants to make $1 million, most of them will raise up their hand. But how many can succeed? Most do not. Why is that so? Because most of them are using a $2,000 to $5,000 mindset and skill set, trying to make $10,000. And then that is a bit tough actually. How about using $2,000 to $5,000 mindset and skill set? Trying to make $100,000 is even worse. How about $1 million? That's even literally impossible. That's the reason why out of 100 people that say I want, maybe only 3 will hit it at $1 million income, because having the $2,000 to $5,000 income of level, mindset and skill set, and want to make $1 million is totally too huge a gap. All right. So every time when you want to embark onto something, when you are doubting yourself, always ask yourself this question: where are you? Are you thinking from the $2,000 to $5,000 income level, or you are thinking from the 10,000, 100,000, or $1 million side? Okay, $1 million mindset or the skill set. So there's one sure way to ensure we can do this. How? Basically, very simple. Train and develop ourselves to have the entrepreneurship mindset and skill set of $1 million. I repeat one more time. Train and develop ourselves to entrepreneurship mindset and skill set of $1 million, and use $1 million mindset, turn the table around and make 100,000. That becomes a lot easier. And what if you use $1 million mindset and skill set to make $10,000? The answer is absolutely a lot easier. What if using $1 million mindset and skill set to make an extra $2,000 to $5,000? That becomes a walk in the park. It's very, very simple. So the key question here is, are you thinking from $1 million point of view, or you are thinking from a $2,000 to $5,000 point of view? Are you having and developed the skill set of $1 million, or you are only having a skill set of $2,000 to $5,000? This is very important. Once you understand this, let's move on. What's the hard facts from him, my teacher, Robert Kiyosaki? He says very clearly, to move from an E quadrant to an S quadrant employee to a self-employed, the first thing you need to let go is sense of security. So by having a plan B, you are building, moving from E to S without sacrificing your sense of security. I repeat one more time. By having a plan B, building a cushion, you have your employee stability, plan A income, while you are building your S quadrant income without giving up the security. So you can have both, best of both worlds. And from S quadrant, once you transition, you can go up to the B quadrant, where you become the business owner, where you can build a system with 500 or more people working for you or working with you. And from B quadrant, it goes into what we call the I quadrant with business profit. Understanding this fact, let's move to the next level. Today, in order to create your plan B, we need to first must know what is happening in the world today. We need to know. Just now was society. Now we must know the world to be able to have a entrepreneurship millionaire mindset, an entrepreneur mindset. You need to know what is happening in the world today. So first of all, the world population is 7.8 billion now. Okay, at this point in time, global internet user is 4.5 billion. Active social media users 3.8 billion. Time spent on the internet is 441 minutes per day. And the number of Google searches has already reached 7 billion per day. Facebook monthly active users 2.4 billion. WhatsApp monthly active user is 2 billion. WeChat monthly active users 1.2 billion. And video uploaded on YouTube per minute is actually 300 hours. And the number of views on YouTube per day is 5 billion. Now, basically, it's either you go digital or you go obsolete. Because in today's world, being an entrepreneur, if you are not staying relevant with what is going on digital in the world, we will not be able to compete. We will not be able to be successful as an entrepreneur. All right. Now, let's look at the types of digital entrepreneurs. Since we want to know about digital, let's go into the history. Let's go towards the entire ball game of what digital entrepreneurship is. All right. Basically, starting from 1994, the first type of digital entrepreneur started with Yahoo, Mr. Jerry Yang. He became a billionaire at age 29. And in the same year, 1994, Amazon.com, Jeff Bezos started. He became a billionaire at 35. 1 year later, in 1995, eBay started, and Pierre became a billionaire at age 31. 3 years later, 1998, Tencent, it's the company behind WeChat, started, called Ma Huateng. Google, Sergey, started. He became a billionaire at age 27. All right. 1999, Alibaba started. Jack Ma became a billionaire age 43. Year 2000, Baidu, model after Google, it started again. So Robin Lee became a billionaire age 41. Year 2003, King started. It is actually a mobile game company. It's the company that created Candy Crush. I think everybody knows about Candy Crush. So 2003, move on to 2004, Facebook started. Mark Zuckerberg, now age 36. Sorry, last year he's age 36. This is age 37. He became a billionaire age 23, one of the youngest, in fact, the youngest at that point in time. And then 2007, Tumblr started. And 2010, Supercell started. Supercell is another mobile game company that created Clash of Clans. And then 2010, Kevin Systrom started Instagram. And today, anyone that's born after year 2000, born after 1990 are all on Instagram, to be exact. Now, basically what you are seeing here, it is actually a infrastructure built by them. They have already built the infrastructure for the entire digital space. Now imagine the whole digital space is like a shopping mall. That shopping mall is already done. So today's entrepreneurship, you can't build the shopping mall anymore. You go into the shop within the shopping mall. That's where the e-commerce online selling platform started. So that's where you see Lazada, Q10, Shopify, Shopee, Tiki, Facebook Marketplace, Carousel. These are all the e-commerce digital entrepreneurs today. However, they are only what we call a reseller of the product. That means they get a product that gives them a very high profit or retail profit, and then they try to resell it. However, let's go to an example. Everybody knows that in Shopee or Shopify, in fact, in Shopee, especially Shopee, everybody is trying to slash price. Today you sell at 100, tomorrow I want to get the traffic, I will sell at 80. The next day, the other guy want to sell at 60, and then so on and so forth. It becomes a price war where at the end of the day, being a reseller or a merchant on the e-commerce platform, your profit margin goes down due to the war game, the price war, and yet each transaction fee and the marketing cost is there. So at the end of the day, they are constantly looking out for different product, higher margin to sell, and they don't get any actual return or long-term recurring passive income. Okay, they have to keep selling, keep finding, keep sourcing, keep packing of a better product, higher margin to do that. Okay, now is this a good thing? Well, for the time being, yes, as a self-employed, but to build a business is a different ball game. All right, it's a different ball game. Today, tomorrow's digital entrepreneurship. Now that you understand what's happening today like that, let's look at tomorrow. What happens up and coming? Basically, what you will see is digital distribution channel business. That means you build a digital distribution instead of just becoming a reseller. So online selling to offline servicing. This model has been proven by one particular fashion company called Uniqlo. All right. So you can Google them and you can find more information. Let's put an example, online selling like Alibaba.com or Amazon to offline servicing, where you can service all your clients localization. Okay. Now let's zoom in on specific. The cost of setting up an online selling, let's say with Alibaba, it will be a setup cost of USD $1,000 to $5,000 one time. And for Amazon, it's USD 200 per month, every single month. Now, all the above is excluding actual product costs, selling fee, marketing fee, taxation, warehousing, handling fee. All these are excluded. All right. I have friends who are working with Amazon.com. At the end of the day, they do a revenue of 100,000, but they only maximum get to keep 25%. So this is very important. Okay, good. Next, once you understand the setup already, now the next thing we always ask, what to sell. The niche in today's world for tomorrow is simple. Health industry is one niche. Why? Because it's a $3.65 trillion industry. And this statistic is based on 2019 before COVID-19. Imagine today, after COVID-19, you will realize that 3.65 trillion will be even higher. Okay, it will be even higher with whatever that's ongoing now with Omicron. The next niche that you are talking about is wealth industry. Why? Because everyone is aiming from active to passive income stream. Everybody know we can outlive the money and the savings in our bank. If insurance, with financial planning, we only plan for savings, retirement savings, but most people did not plan for retirement income. All right. Now, understanding this, let's zoom in a little bit more. Health industry, let's look at some facts. First of all, Facts of the world. The world is actually an aging population, is having an aging population situation. The whole trend, everybody knows. With aging populations, two issues will come out, because first, health issue. And with health issue, the medical cost issue will come out. Okay. If we can match this with a good solution, we have a business, and you have a business for your plan B. Is an ongoing thing. Next one, facts. The transiting population. Who are this transiting population? People like you, people like me, around the age of 50. Those that born in the 80s, in the 70s, and in the 60s. We are considered the transiting population. Why? We are neither going to, we are not going to die so fast, and yet we are not going to grow old and stay very young, vibrant, long time. We can't catch up with whatever that's ongoing with the technology, yet we can't die so fast. So we need to maintain our body. So fitness becomes an issue for us. Maintaining our body health condition at peak state become a condition, become a problem, become a challenge, because all those have a cost. So if we can solve this problem throughout the world, maintaining cost for this transiting population, we will have a business long term, especially for your plan B. Okay, so let's look at wealth industry. Facts. Constant rising of cost of living versus slow rise of income level. We all know 10 years ago, a cup of coffee is $50 or 50 cents. Today, one cup of coffee cost is $1.30. It is more than 100% increase, but our salary never match up to that kind of increase. All right. Now, on top of that, facts. Financial planning for passive income stream is inevitable, because nowadays we no longer plan only for insurance, plan only for protection, plan only for savings. We need to be able to plan for passive income for retirement. I repeat one more time, for retirement, income becomes inevitable. All right. Okay, next. So welcome to the world's first digital entrepreneurship platform. Once you understand the plan B model, you will understand why we want to do this, because we are able to provide the solution to match the actual needs, the actual challenges, the actual problems around the world that every one of us are facing. Okay. So what is entrepreneurship? Basically, under the actual definition, it is actually the activities of setting up businesses, taking on financial risk in the hope of profits. Now, this is very important. Many people are asking, oh my God, why is there such a high risk? And then you put in the financial risk, you're hoping for profits. The truth is, this is what is actually happening. Statistically already shown, 95% of all businesses fail within the first 3 years. So understanding this, but yet there are still many people want to go into business and becoming their own boss. Or you prefer to copy a successful proven business logic. If you are already planning to become an entrepreneur, you are planning to become your own boss, or run your own businesses and build your own plan B, you want to go for the traditional way, or you prefer to copy successful proven business logic? The answer is absolutely proven business logic. So talking about proven business logic, let's go into this thing called the 7-11 business logic. Moving on from here, this is very important. I want everybody to really, really listen, okay? The 7-11 business logic is very, very powerful. Why? Throughout the whole world, latest statistic, 7-Eleven have 71,100 outlets. And each outlets, they have 3,000 SKU. Each SKU, for example, 1 cup noodle. Of course, there are other stuff, things like toothpaste, toothbrush, and everything else. So 1 cup noodle, for example, let's say they are selling at $2 per cup. Based on 7-Eleven, their retail profit margin is usually between 45% and 50%. So the key is, let's say, based on 50% retail profit margin, they have a net profit of $1 per cup noodle. On average, statistically, 7-Eleven sell about 100 cups per day. That actually comes up to $100 net profit per day. Now, ask yourself this question, $100 per day net profit, is this a lot of profits? Well, the answer is not really. However, if you were to multiply the 71,100 outlets, that become a 7.1 million net profit per day. I repeat one more time. That becomes a 7.1 million profit, net profit per day, times 30 days, that becomes $213,300,000 net profit per month. And that is only based on one product called cup noodle. The rest of the 2,999 SKU haven't even counted yet. It's only one particular one. So imagine your plan B is built based on the 7-Eleven business logic. Would you be having an awesome retirement income and laughing to the bank every single month at the end of the month? Okay, this is very important. All right, understanding the power of 7-Eleven business logic. So understanding this, then the next question we could ask are the key success factor. The key success factor, is it the 71,100 outlets or the retail profit 50%? Now, I do have some friends who are in insurance, in real estate, who are doing business. They feel, or they are actually Shopee resellers, they say that, well, of course, it's a 50%. Well, if that is the case, then I can increase up to 90%. The maximum you will make is only $900. I'll repeat one more time. If you are selling by yourself, retail by yourself, selling by yourself, even if I give you 100% or 90%, your maximum is only $900 per day. It will never reach 7.1 million per day. Okay, you will not reach 7.1 million per day because why? Building a distribution business, 71,100 outlets allows you to multiply your time, allows you to multiply your effort, and that's what your plan B needed, because you need to have a cushion design without you inside after you put in the effort to set it up. I'll repeat the same statement. You need to have a business model for your plan B designed and set up without you being in it continuously. You can build it up, set it up, build it up for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. After that, it must be automated and ongoing without you being inside. Then you can consider that as a plan B for a retirement income. So multiplying your time, multiplying your effort becomes the utmost important thing, okay? Now, how long does 7-Eleven take, okay, to build this 71,100? It took them 94 years to do that, and a franchising fee that they are charging 75,000 to 300,000 per outlet. Okay, 94 years to do it. Having said this, you got to ask yourself, do you want to spend 94 years and a franchising fee of 75,000 to $300,000? If the answer is no, then welcome to Asentar's digital marketing distribution business. It is an O2O integrated business model. Who is Asentar? Basically, Asentar Private Limited, registered in 2019 in Singapore. Our pay-up capital is $1 million. And to service our first offline office opened up on 15 September 2019. Second office opened up 1 year later, 2020 in October, expanding to service our offline channel partners. And then third office operational in January in Kuala Lumpur. However, once we built this renovated, beautiful offices, and then they announced COVID-19 MCO. Imagine you were to do this by yourself, you'll lose millions of dollars, okay? However, did we suffer? Yeah, we did, but we push on, okay? That's the reason why working with a platform is very important, okay? Effectively, Asentar O2O digital distribution channel platform, it is a one-stop distribution channel from raw material to end consumer. So what we do is we source the raw material supplier we deal with, and then the factory side, we do the formulation made in Singapore, we do the distribution for you anywhere in the world, and then all the way to retail to the consumer, okay? We handle everything, one-stop shop for you. And because of this particular model, we want to make sure that as long as you have any of these apps in your mobile phone, you can become a channel partner to build your plan B with us, okay? You can build your plan B with us doing a global business right in your phone, right from your phone, okay? Now, what we have done in the earlier stage is we created a Facebook channel from English on Monday, Vietnamese on Tuesday, and then Chinese on Wednesday, Singlish on Thursday, and Cantonese on Saturday, okay? That was the beginning. And because of this particular model, the aim is to make sure everyone have a mobile devices, no matter where they are in the world, they click order, repurchase, we will automatically receive the information on our centralized cloud system and then send the information to our logistic partners from DHL to different logistic company and drop shipping to the rest of the world. With this particular model, we are already having consumers in across 15 different countries, from Singapore to Italy to Malaysia to Thailand to Indonesia to Japan, Korea, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Cambodia, US, Vietnam, Thailand, as well as Philippines. You notice we do not have China here. Why? Because we have a lot of the Chinese consumer here in Singapore where they order, they click, they buy, and then they ship back to their own family themselves. Okay, that means they send delivery the product from Singapore over to China themselves. Okay, good. Now, are you willing to give yourself a chance to work with us to build your digital marketing distribution business? All you need is a one-time setup cost of $236 to $300, and we give you 2 boxes or more of the Asentar product as a sample for you to understand what you are distributing. And each channel partner account system is equivalent to 1 retail outlet, just like the 7-Eleven. In short, borrowing the 7-Eleven business logic, we are giving you a platform to build your own 7-Eleven online store digitally. Okay, and on top of that, what we have done is one of the anchor product, Asentar Blossom, retail price is 188 Sing dollar per box. For all our channel partners, the retail profit is at 40%. And on top of that, basically, this particular product is all made in Singapore. It comes with human clinical studies, with all the certification to prove that it is safe, healthier choice, GMO free. Basically, even children love it. Okay, we have tons of testimony and user experience to back us up. And you can have all this material all done for you. All you need is to become our partner, and you have all this marketing material to actually work on it and to build the business and build your plan B at the same time. All right. And on top of that, we have launched a Asentar Fresh series where we take care of a skincare range, right? From white to youth, mask to gut. Basically, the entire retail profit range between 31% to 44% retail profit for all our channel partners. Okay. Now, on top of that, we also built in all the landing pages and the selling. That means we built the system to sell for you. All right. We built the system to sell for you so that you don't have to sell yourself. So building a 7-Eleven system online becomes a lot simpler and a lot easier. Okay. On top of that, building your digital distribution channel with training and coaching. We provide all the training and all the coaching for you, how to actually go about doing it under our Asentar Academy. Okay. And for those who want to pursue an academic profession to study, we give you diploma in digital marketing as well. Basically specialize in basic digital marketing, customer experience management, search engine marketing, social media marketing, marketing content strategy, search engine optimization, advanced digital marketing, applied data analysis, marketing campaign management. Okay, this is a basic diploma. That's why some of our staff and channel partners actually took up this diploma and graduated just 2 weeks ago. Okay, now on top of that, for those who want to pursue to get a master's degree in digital strategy, leadership, and innovation with Boston U, we also can line that up for them. Basic skill on digital marketing already done. We can actually train you accordingly. On top of that, we also lined up to train you on entrepreneurship by TED MNC. Their Business First program has over 12 years of successful entrepreneurship incubator program with Nanyang Technology University, with our NTU. So over 4,000 startups and companies have already participated. This entire program is actually an 8 weeks program, all right? 8 weeks program where it is not theory-based, but practice-based. So once you understand this, everything you are running through within the 8 weeks, all the students get to keep the profits themselves, okay? And these are some of the trainers, and I was lucky. I'm invited as one of the trainer for this particular program, certified by NTU. All right, this is a certification on business venture professional. So you don't have to worry. Basically, academically, both skill set as well as entrepreneurship itself, all are done academically. If let's say you guys want to do it, but bear in mind, this is a very practical application program where we teach you step by step how to become an entrepreneur, building your own plan B towards a retirement income without sacrificing your security with your plan A. That is the most important key, okay? Now, having said this, the Asentar digital distribution business, how to start. If you are tired of working a 9-to-5 job, hear me out. I've got a solution for you. Start an online business. Imagine a shopping mall with 4 billion shoppers. That's the internet for you. With low startup costs, and huge potential for growth. The future of entrepreneurship is digital. I have conducted over 2,000 workshops involving hundreds and thousands of people around the world. And if they can make it work, so can you. In my free upcoming seminar, I will teach you the step-by-step approach in building and scaling an online business. To keep it focused and engaging, there are limited seats. So sign up now, and I will see you there. Asentar digital distribution business, how to start? Very simple. This is a question that every time people ask me, I always tell them, it's actually very simple, okay? Let's zoom in. Remember the key success factor, okay, of 7-Eleven? Ask yourself this question. Do you want to do retail profit of 50%? Or do you want to build a 71,100 outlets of distribution channel? If let's say you are looking at retail profit, you are talking about selling by yourself, go on Shopee and all that, yeah, the maximum probably you will hit is $100 per day. Proven model. But if you are talking about building a digital distribution, 71,100 outlets to hit the 7.1 million, then we have a way. So I believe everybody knows selling by yourself, you are just doing it. You don't sell, you don't get anymore. You don't get paid anymore. But building a digital distribution becomes an ongoing retirement income plan for your plan B, okay? So from now onwards, I assume everybody is going for the 71,100 digital distribution. You're aiming to build a distribution business. Now, how do you build 71,000 outlets? Okay, let's zoom in. Very simple. Selling retail versus building distribution. We will choose building distributions. From here, whatever I'm saying is assuming you would rather build a distribution, okay? Building a distribution, always remember this. Which one would you prefer? For long-term retirement passive income, the answer is building distribution, all right? So we have a plan. The plan is called a success action plan, a center set to help you build your digital distribution. Starting with what? Very simple. Ask yourself this question and ask the friends around you with this question. Do you want to be rich? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to stop worrying about money for a lifetime with a year of hard work? Yes, 12 months. Your plan B only requires you to build for 12 months consistently with discipline so that your plan B can give you a retirement income. All right. Now, all you need to do is this. Do you have $236? Are you able to find 6 partners like you want to build a plan B to have a retirement income with only $236? We are not asking a lot. The distribution rights is only $236, and on top of that, we give you back 2 boxes of the product worth $236 for you as a sample to understand what you are distributing. Understanding this, let's move on. So biggest difference between the rich and the poor are the rich have an endless stream of passive income, whereas the poor don't. Okay. Now, passive income, what does it mean? It means it's either you have an assets or a team that can provide you with endless cash flow. That means your distribution starts to build, okay? Now, your passive income always provided by the team distribution, okay? It allows you to multiply your time asset. It allows you to multiply your productivity. It allows you to multiply your income. Same principle as 7-Eleven, 71,000 distribution outlets, okay? Now, so it's hard to get rich if you are using your own time and labor, okay? Basically, in Asentar's multiplication formula, the SAP, it is very simple. All you need is invest to get the distribution rights, okay? And then we give the value for money products and the opportunity to earn a monthly potential income of 250,000, 100,000, 50,000, or even 25,000. Now, is this good or sufficient enough for you? Where our plan B is aiming for $6,000, here we are talking about the potential at the lower end, it's only 25,000. Now, is this huge? Of course, it's huge. But compared to 7-Eleven of 7.1 million net profit per day, ours is considered very small. I repeat one more time. Once you build distribution business, it is like 7-Eleven. Only thing with online, we can build it even faster because 7.1 million per day, we are only talking about 25,000 per month. So ours is very practical, very achievable using online model, okay? Now, next, even with only $236 monthly, at the end of the day, let's say you are only getting a return of $236 monthly income, that is actually 100% profit per month, and you get a 1,200% a year, which is a huge profit. Ask yourself, is there any other business that actually gives you 1,200% a year profit in this pandemic situation with uncertainty? The answer is not really, okay? Now, let's move into a 5 months plan, action plan. We plan for 1 year, but let's compress the action to 5 months. And if you can't make it, then we stretch it to 1 year. So let's look at the 5 month plan. On the first month itself, quickly sponsor 6 partners. Form a team of 6 distribution channel partner who have 236 to become your partner or shareholder, whatever you call it. And then most important, you must be able to find out whether they have the desire to get rich systematically and care about their health and want to build a retirement income for their plan B. If they want to, then they are the one, okay? Then these are the partners that you can look for. So under our entire business model, we do team bonuses. So the team bearing bonuses, on the first month, you will get $90 US. And then after that, in second month, help these 6 partners to quickly sponsor 6 other partners to open up their own distribution channel, just like 7-Eleven, okay? Who are also interested in changing their life and tired of being poor for a lifetime. Now, basically second month, your income goes up 180 USD. It just exponentially grows. On the third month, because of the same strategy, duplicating just like franchising, basically you will have 216 partners, or we call it channel partners for your distribution. It's a team of distribution. Every one account that you have online is equivalent to a 7-Eleven online, all right? 216 partners means 216 outlets. Basically, what you will see here is, note that this is not mandatory for everyone to recommend 6. It is just an action plan for you, so that this is what originally people can do. You can do it for 4, you can do it for 6. It depends on how fast you want to build, all right? Now, next, the third month, your income grow to 1,080 exponentially. Multiply time, multiply effort, multiply income potential, okay? Now, zoom in on the fourth month, your channel partners team grew up distribution up to 1,296 distribution channel. Basically, your income grows up to 6,480 USD. And then on the fifth month, basically, it will continue by 6. Okay, you will hit up to 7,776 partners. If you add up the total distribution channel partner, is close to 10,000. Okay, 10,000 channel partners online is the same as having 10,000 distribution outlets. Okay, with 7-Eleven, but 7-Eleven took 94 years because we are leveraging on online and offline model. This becomes a lot faster. That's why we promulgate it for 5-month plan. If you can't hit it in 5 months, aim it for 1 year. If not, go for 24 months planning. It can be done. All right. So having said this, once on the 5th month, when you have that, you had an income of 38,880 USD. Okay. Imagine, let's assume on the 6th month, your team stops growing and only 1% decided to upgrade to diamond partner, to become a diamond partner distributor. Basically, what you will get is an addition calculation of 19,500 USD, and then another 15,000 USD, total up to 34,500 USD. This is your distribution channel providing the overall revenue for you. It's an income for you, okay? This all group effort. Assuming 2% upgrade to diamond partner, instead of 1, your income goes up to 39,000, extra another 30,000, total 69,000 USD. What if 5% upgraded to diamond partners? You will hit 97,500, 75,000 USD extra, and on top of that, total 172,500 USD. When we were just planning for 6,000 in 5 years, this is the potential on the 6th month. Is there a huge difference? The answer is yes. The only difference you could ask yourself, is this 172,500 USD able to achieve in 5 years instead of 6 months? The answer is absolutely, because based on the plan, is based on 6 months, but you can do it in 60 months. All right. Remember this. Okay. Now, the income of one account only gives you 150,000 USD. One account equals to 1 retail outlet. Okay. 1 7-Eleven outlet online. Now imagine if you have 3 accounts, which is 708, means you open up 3 accounts, 3 outlets, same performance but triple the revenue. Your income goes up to 450,000 USD per month. that is actually a whopping 1 year 5.4 million USD. All right. Now, 1 year 5.4 million USD as a retirement income for your plan B. Is it something very big? Yes, the answer is yes. Is this very scary? Absolutely. Because most people in their mind can't even think of 540,000. But a key question you got to ask yourself, between the second slide, I told you, common people make $2,000 to $5,000. As an entrepreneur, millionaire, they can think like a millionaire mindset and skill set is very different. So the key is you got to ask yourself, it's never about the money. The money is only to tell you the potential what you can go. The next question you got to ask yourself, are you able to build your skill set and mindset up to that level? If you cannot, then let's halve it. If you are able to do, can you do half? If you can do half, then it's 2.7 million. What if you have that again? Then 1.35 million. What if another half, 675,000 USD in a year on a digital distribution? Remember, 7-Eleven is 7.1 million per day. We are talking 675,000 a year. So it is possible. Why not? Okay. Now, close to $1 million Sing dollar. Ask yourself this question. For a plan B retirement income that you are planning to build using 5-year plan, is $1 million a year for retirement income plan good enough for you to give yourself a chance to try? If the answer is yes, then good. Let's accept it. Okay. Now, today, from one single product on the left-hand side, because it's a consumable product, Asentar Blossom, one product alone, when people consume, you get one round of distribution that gives you $1 million a year. But what happens if they go in for a second round? They do take for Asentar White, there's a second round, $1 million. And then what if they want to use for beauty and facial mask? There's a third round of product because your distribution channel is already there. All right. All the way to mist. How about washing their face? And then want to go out for sunblock and protect themselves from all the electronic blue ray. And then for those who have constipation, every single SKU, just as 7-Eleven have 3,000 SKU, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And building from the same logic of 7-Eleven, 3,000 SKU, in the next 5 years, will we be pushing more and more product consumable? The answer is yes. Let's assume we are able to build it 3,000 to 50,000 different kind of products, okay, online. Now the next question is, even when we have so many products, if your digital distribution channel is not up yet, you never built, it has nothing to do with you. But the minute when you build your own digital distribution, every time when the company have a new product launch, there's another round of $1 million US per year. Now ask yourself, is this a viable business for retirement income plan for your plan B? And you are giving yourself 5 years. We are only telling you you can do it in 1 year if you want to. You can even do it in 6 months if you want to. But you can build it in 5 years. Okay. Now here comes. Plus a number of your team of distribution channel partners will not actually stop. They will actually continue to grow. Because why? It will start to promulgate. Okay. This is a sustainable passive income model copying from 7-Eleven. Remember this, 7-Eleven took 94 years. One SKU is able to hit 7.1 million USD net profit per day. We just got lucky because we are able to use the technology to build our own 7-Eleven online a lot faster than them. Okay. Next, is this possible? Can I achieve it? Many people would ask. So I'm going to challenge you and challenge everyone that's listening. Are you thinking from the $2,000 to $5,000 mindset and skill set, or you have already upgraded on the possibility of being an entrepreneurship, building $1 million business and thinking from $1 million point of view, $1 million entrepreneur's point of view? Because with internet, it is in 6 figures, 7 figures. It is not in hundreds of dollars if you know how to do it properly. Okay. Now, there is something called assumption. Always remember, if A equals to B equals to C, A must be equal to C. There can be no other answer. Assumption is based on that theory. Okay. Basically, ask yourself a series of questions. Are there many who have $236 to build their own plan B and want to build their own retirement income plan? I believe the answer is yes. What can we do with $236? Well, not many. 5 packs, you go for a dinner and you finish the entire $236. What if you lost it? Well, most people can't even think about it for one hour or 2 hours. Okay. Now, take it as I borrowed from you. Is it possible? Well, the truth is, you don't need to borrow from anybody with $236 because if you are helpless and have to borrow $236 from someone, are you able to raise this sum from 6 other partners or 10 other partners? The answer is absolutely, because everyone have $23.60 if you talk to 10 people. Okay, and they all will be dying of curiosity to find out exactly what are you going to do with $23.60 and how are you going to build a digital distribution business, a retirement income plan with only $23.60. So think of a way, think of a solution. When you want to build a plan B, if you cannot even afford a 236, then something's very wrong. Okay, so if it can be achieved in 6 months, ask yourself, how about doing it in 1 year? How about 1 year cannot, then you do it in 2 years? But we plan for 5 years, your own plan B. Remember that? Okay, good. So if you cannot make it a team of 10,000, can you build a distribution channel of 5,000, 2,005, 125, 0625, or even just 300 partners? The answer is absolutely yes. Okay, absolutely yes. If 7-Eleven can take 94 years to do it without technology, with technology today, there's 71,000 outlets online can actually happen within months. Okay, within months, if you are able to do it online and offline, offline and online, the O2O model, I tell you, it's awesome. Okay, specifically how to do it, please contact the person, please contact the friends that gave you the Zoom link. All right, this is very important. Again, our SEP strategy is an action plan. It's not mandatory. You have to do it that way. Okay, now if you want a greater success rate, invest 708 to purchase 3 packages, means 3 accounts. Open up 3 accounts. Your success formula becomes a 4x4 metrics for you to build up and promulgate. Okay, it's an exponential growing where you can start with 4. Okay, now what if you can invest $2,360 where you can go for a higher quantum, higher leverage, where your entire success formula simplified to 3x3? The answer is yes, absolutely. Not to forget, even at only 10% execution rate, it is still a 540 million USD retirement income plan. It is a plan that everyone can afford, especially in this difficult time. The only thing that is needed is your own discipline, your own time commitment, 2 to 3 hours every day. Okay, 2 to 3 hours every day. That's all you need. Some people are so lazy, they only want to contribute 4 hours a week in building their own plan B, in building their own retirement income plan. Okay, now always remember this: all hypotheses work as long as it is logical, it is achievable by most people, the reward is huge and enough to change the destiny of a lifetime. Even if you can't do it, there is no loss. Okay, why? Because at the same time, it can be exchanged for a better health, especially for people around my age. Okay, those that born under in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Remember this. Okay, this is for us. It's not for the younger generation. It is for us. Okay. Now, do you have any reason not to try? Do you? Ask yourself this question. The setup cost is only $236. Okay, and the return potential is $1 million a year. Just like 7-Eleven, using the same principle. We only need to learn how to pick it up, learn the skill set. Okay. Now, do you want to be poor for a lifetime? Would you like to be healthy? Would you want to help others be healthy? Would you want to change your destiny? The answer is everyone know that the answer is yes. Okay.